Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's session of Ask Zak. And our topic for tonight is how to prepare your ruminants for spring. Now, when we talk about our ruminants, we're of course talking about our cattle, sheep and goats. And of course, there's quite a few things that we need to have in place for those animals to make the most out of our spring season that's ahead of us. So let's start with our checklist. First thing, and very important, you must vaccinate your animals. This is a very good time to vaccinate your animals because our load of insects, the carriers of some of the diseases that we'll touch on, are very low. So they can't carry the diseases around, and we want our animals to build up their immunity to ensure that when they go into the season, when there is a lot of bugs carrying all those diseases, that they are ready to handle it. And the first one is, of course, with our sheep and our goats. Sometimes our goats, but mostly our sheep, is our blue tongue. You want to inject your sheep with blue tongue. The next one is, of course, our pulpy kidney with our sheep. And, of course, you can get quite a few products there. That's our Pulpivax or your Multivax P+. And, of course, with our cattle, you can go over and you can look at your lumpy skin disease injection and 3-day stiffness disease injection. Now, these basic diseases are vaccines. You cannot treat it with antibiotics, so very important. You need to give those animals the ID of that disease through the vaccination to ensure that your animals are covered for these coming spring months. Another thing that you can look at, of course, is our deworming. Make sure your animals get dewormed before you go into the spring season. You don't want to carry a worm load into the new season. And of course, the grazing now, if you look at the veld, is very poor. There's not much nutrition in the veld, so you don't want the animals to compete with those internal parasites when it comes to nutrition. You want the animals to be able to use the veld to its maximum potential and to ensure they keep condition. Now, if you've got worms in your animals, it means they're not going to utilize the grazing as good as they should. Next thing that you also can look at, of course, is the condition of your animals, because this plays a big role with your supplementation that's ahead of you. Now, if your animals are in a very good condition, you can stay on your current lick, whether it's the protein block or the winter lick. Remember, our winter lick is only for our cattle, and with our sheep and goats, you can use our protein block or the sheep and goat block. But if their condition is nice and they are looking good, you stay on those. But if your animals look like they're struggling a bit, they're losing condition, you want to lift their condition. And the only way we do it is with our production meal. Now, the production meal you can save for cattle, sheep and goats. With your sheep and goats, you can give maximum, not more, 150 grams per animal per day. And of course, your cattle, you can go up as much as 1 kilogram or more, depending on the size of the animal. Now, what the production meal does is it assists them to build condition. It's a higher, there's energy in, there's extra protein in, bypass protein that the animal can use, and all these things play a role to build up the animal's condition. Because remember, if you go into the summer months, your cows need to calve, your lambs, your ewes need to lamb. You don't want to take a weak animal into that period. So build up their condition if need be. So if you need more information about any of these things, please contact your nearest Alzu One-Stop Shop. Of course, the products that I talked about, they're available at our Alzu One-Stop Shops. And last but not least, there's our technical advice team. So get in contact. We're there to help you. And we're looking forward to this new season ahead of us. Nice rains ahead, we hope. And hopefully an easier season that's ahead of us. So tune in next week, same time, same place. And we'll share more information with you to enable you and make you a better, stronger farmer. Have a good evening.